All right, so we are here live, sort of, with Tammy Blackwell of Special Olympics. Truck ride. How are we doing today, Tammy?
Very good, Bruce. Good to see you.
Yeah, so what is going on in truck ride this year? It's 2023. So
Year 19.
Year 19. So anything different from we changed names last year, right? That was the first one. So now this year, what's going on? Bring us up to date as to where we are since last time we spoke.
This year will be a copy of last year, trying to strengthen it. We had, less trucks than our 15th year, but of course that was a blowout, and we're heading down to 20 here next year, so we want to build that momentum again.
Okay.
We're rock solid on the agenda and what we're going to be doing this year, and building. Actually, we've just started building 2024 already.
Wow! So we raised raised 81,000 last year, or is it 80,000? Are we topping it?
It was 82.5, but
82.5. All right. So what's our goal this year? 100,000? Is that where we're going?
It's always 100,000.
It's always 100,000.
Yeah, sponsorship's strong so far.
Yeah.
It's sitting, where it normally does this time of year. The Woodstock Truck Show is already completed, and they had a good turnout, and we participate out there, and it's so much fun.
Yeah.
Our volunteers really like working that one too.
Yeah. No, that's a good show. We missed it this year, but it's a really good show. So now, what's going on? The athletes are in Berlin as we speak right now. So tell us a little bit about that. What's going on with that?
This is World Games, and this is a very, to qualify for Worlds, there's only 7,000 athletes there right now.
Right.
190 countries, Bruce. We have 198 from Canada, 17 out of Ontario.
Oh, wow.
But if you can imagine, we're training, weekly, and each sport has its season. To make, your provincial games is a real something. To make national games even bigger hype. To world games, so they come every 4 years. You're not just getting an opportunity to compete, you're getting a world-class trip. They're competing at the actual Olympic stadiums.
Wow. That's got to be an amazing experience for all of them.
I'm excited.
Yeah.
Not even there.
We're not even there yet. We're just watching from afar, right? That's pretty cool. I have a story. I was at Sound of Music Festival in Burlington the other day. We had it last weekend. And a person came up to me and said, you did the golf challenge. So he was special needs. He recognized me from when I did the special needs television show with you guys. And he still remembered my bad golf shot. So it said, see you and have a good day. But it was nice of him to come up and say hello, because that was a few years ago. So they do remember this, right?
Yeah. Come March, we were starting to push our reminder out to the drivers. First ones there to share the posts were the athletes, and you see it with your own posts too.
Right.
Some of the same ones that come out for a ride every year, but they're already talking to their local group about, we're going, right? Like, you guys are getting the bus. How is this going to work?
Yeah, they're excited. They love going with the different drivers. Are we doing the same convoy this year? You're still doing a convoy. Is it capped at a certain amount of trucks, or?
It isn't this year. We think we're going to be fine.
Okay.
Last year, one of the things we gained is we had a Brantford police officer join our committee.
Okay.
We were lucky enough to be introduced to him. He's very big with the LETR organization, up and coming. And Jonathan's been a huge addition, because he's enabling our site and escort people into the back scenes where he can help with police support. And I think it was one of the smoothest ones we've had in a long time last year. For that very reason, it was what you didn't see.
Right.
With road closures and timing and light. When drivers find out the lights were stopped for them to come through. Right. That's significant.
Yeah.
We've been doing this a long time, but hey, all it takes is someone to shut the lights off.
How do we get that all the time?
Yeah,
Oh, that's good. That's good. So things are going well. Now the site has changed, so people can register online. Any particulars about that you want to share as far as team stuff or anything like that?
I was just going to say, Bruce, we did have some confusion last year with the adding teams. It was something that we still would like to do. Special Olympics has great success with it on running teams and other events. They're just still fine-tuning it. So, in March when we opened the site, we thought it was there. It wasn't there. So they're working behind the scenes on that. that'll be solid for next year. But in the interim, if someone's really, really wanting to do a team, we can put them together with SO and register them. We found where the problem came in was a little too late. It became apparent very early Saturday morning that the teams didn't allow us to see some of the individual accomplishments. So our top 12 turned into a top 14 by the time lunch came. And we want to make sure everybody gets recognized for what they're doing, but also just that it's done right.
Right. So let's talk about the day of. We're still doing Friday. Are we doing a Friday night thing? So what's going on? Anything that you can share? Because I know last year it changed a little bit. The poor police are probably still working down their Tabasco sauce or whatever they were.
Yeah, they moved their run this year just because it was difficult for the athletes to make Paris. That's a Brantford group. So we are not doing the run with them. Eric will be back, and I don't want to sort of blurt this out, but come 2024, fingers crossed, we're working with a new group for a bigger, better car show.
Okay.
So I don't think we're going to try and push that out this year. Again, we want to make sure it's right.
Yeah.
I think we have one more committee meeting on this topic. We've done a ball game again for the last few years. We're looking at going back to a truck pull. Just, fixing it.
And that'll be on the Friday night, or that'll be after?
On the Saturday.
On the Saturday after.
We may do some trials on Friday.
Okay.
Because we can't. Not all drivers can stay Saturday and do it. So we may do some trials on Friday.
So Friday nights they can do. Usually you have a DJ, you have a balloon and stuff for the kids, and then. There used to be a bus. I don't know if the Challenger bus is still there playing Smokey and the Bandit or whatever movie was on last Convoy.
Challenger sold the bus.
Yeah, I know.
We have a bus company we spoke to at Woodstock Truck Show. One of the drivers actually came to us and said, let me talk to my company. Because he realizes it's not just Friday night. It's the fact that on Saturday there are some athletes that do need to have a family support member or with them. So unless that is a truck driving school truck, a little shout out to the driving schools. We really like your trucks. Because, it allows more seatbelts for athlete support.
Okay. All right. Well, that's good to know then. It's good to know. So we can expect something on the Friday night. We're going to do something on the Friday night, whether it's just play some tunes or whatever outside. And I don't know if we're going to be outside or inside. That'll be weather dependent. If we're inside, we'll be doing our show from inside like we did last year. And if not, we might kick it outside. Make a little.
That would be fun.
Make a little movement out there.
You got that great grassy area there.
Yeah, well, we may do something out there. We might have to put Smokey on the Band on the side of the building. We can project it if we don't have a bus. There you go. I got lots of. We talk too much. We already got stuff going on. Okay, so good. So lots of stuff going on, and everybody's going to be excited, I think. And then September 16th is the actual date of the convoy, and that starts in the morning, and people can come out. Has anything changed as far as pricing, as registration, or anything like that? Or
registration, some of the provinces and states did. We decided that we had strong sponsorship, and we would just try and do it tighter, closer, and keep the money the same.
Perfect. Well, thanks for being with me. That sounds great. I look forward to it again this year.
Bruce, we love your support.
Thank you.
I look around and I don't even know all the things you're doing. And then I get the socials going and I go, when did you do that?
Oh, we've been doing that for a while.
These are great interviews. I didn't even see that.
Yeah, there's lots out there, and some I use a lot from past events because it's relevant to this day too, right?
Yeah, and
change
we
the
do
date.
appreciate Carmen as well.
Yeah,
both of you coming out and giving up a weekend. That's a big commitment.
Yeah, we put it in early. Thanks very much, Tammy. Great.